What's going on, gang? She got a Pookie hybrid, aka 5100 CJ. Back out here with another video. I don't know if y'all can tell, but I am sick. I'm sick as a dog, man. I ended up getting the corona, you know what I'm saying? And I don't know. I've been kind of out of commission for a minute, but I had a few people comment, reach out to me and say, I need to get back to work. So shout out to y'all, man, for reaching out to me. Y'all see the beautiful scenery, you know what I'm saying? I feel like I need to get out the house. I've been in the house so long, man, like, nigga just need to step outside for a second. So that's what I decided to do, just come on out here and holler at y'all. I'm in Memphis, you know what I'm saying? This is the downtown scenery. That's the Bass Pro Shop down here. This is connected to the Mississippi River. It's really directly behind us, but this is one of the channels connected to it. People park their boats, as you can see right here, you know what I'm saying? So yeah, man, but I don't know if it's picking up windy or not, but we gonna rock with it. It's kind of windy out this month. But I want to go on and address something that I should have been addressed, you know what I'm saying? Why I started this channel. I started this channel, bro, because I've heard so much said about the Pookies and the Ray Rays in this space, right? And I recently went on Obsidian's channel about a week, maybe 2 weeks ago. Yeah, it was about 2 weeks ago because I remember I had an event to go shoot that same night. So yeah, it was about 2 Tuesdays ago. And they were having a conversation about who the lovely ladies like, you know, the sisters like. And there was a video about a guy that was in prison that the lovely ladies was just going crazy about, you know, prison bay. And the reason I decided to hop on that panel was because there was just some things said about Pookie and Ray Ray that just, it was just really, to be honest with you, it was bullshit. It was nonsense. So I figured, you know, let me jump on here, let me have some things to say, because, you know, I need to address this BS. Like, I'm getting kind of tired of this same old narrative that Pookies is just the responsibility of everything going wrong, and the ladies only want us because we're negative and, you know, we're in the streets and we, you know, offing each other, you know what I mean? It's the dumbest shit. And I remember I might be able to find a clip, I don't know, but I remember Obsidian said, the guy from tonight's conversation, I believe he's the owner of it, he said that Ace Metaphor dresses like a Pookie. And I just remember how dumb of a statement it was. It was just like, okay, that was one of the things that kind of inspired me to go ahead and speak on some of these differences between quote unquote Pookies and Ray Rays and educated lames, right? So one of the biggest differences between us that don't get talked about is street smarts. And that don't necessarily mean you in the streets. It means you have an understanding of the way things go on a grassroots level, right? And I think that a lot of the reasons that the Pookie is more attractive than the educated lame is because a lot of the knowledge and a lot of the sense that we have comes from being out here, you know what I mean? Being involved in shit, moving and shaking, negative too, right? Like, but just being out here involved in what's going on, it gives us a certain level of understanding that the guy that has the boardroom knowledge or the book smart knowledge, it just doesn't, right? Like, I'll just stick with Obsidian. So cause he's the leader of the educated lane. So I'm speak to Obsidian, right? Like, he tends to think that because what's going on, man? I'm always over here in like a very, very prominent neighborhood in the city, and it's like mostly white people, Arabic people, well-to-do black people, and I'm over here looking real suspicious. My car is parked right behind me, but I've been over here plenty of times. It's never been an issue, you know, as long as you ain't over here causing no BS, that don't really mess with you. But anyway, and this is a Pookie talk, you see what I'm saying? So you know, it's so much misinformation about the Pookie and the Ray Ray that just like gets on my nerves. Like, everything that's, you know, dumb, everything that's out of order, everything that doesn't have to do with you being top tier black man, it gets put on the Pookie. And I'm getting tired of that, because I'm, in some ways, yes, bro, I am a Pookie. Like, I've fought, I've been shot at, I've been in some retaliation after being shot at. I put hands on my child's mother's fiance for crossing lines he shouldn't cross. Like, I'll whoop your ass. You know what I mean? Like, I'll go there with you if you cross certain lines. And you know, I used to smoke all the time. I used to serve all the time. Like, I used to be posting on the block with my niggas, like, drinking, you know what I'm saying, $1.92 Blue Top, Smirnoff vodka, Blue Top, Burnett's vodka. You know, I come from it, bro. You know what I'm saying? I come from the old heads drinking Busch Ice on the front porch, telling us young niggas what we ain't gonna do and how we ain't successful and they ain't got shit going either. Like, I come from that. You know, I come from that background where it's hard to make it out of there. And a lot of these guys get to point their nose down at us like they're that much better. And a lot of them, they're really not that much better. You know what I'm saying? So I made this channel where it's like, nah, y'all ain't gonna just pass everything off on the Pookie. And I call myself the Pookie hybrid, because I also don't fit in with the street guys sometimes. The guys that come from the same background I come from, because I want different. I want to learn more. I want to be more educated. So I do understand that the educated lane catches hell from the men and the women. So I try to play this in-between part, because really I've been in the in-between all my life. Like, I've never been just a stomp down street nigga, but I got ties to the streets though. Like, I always tell people when they ask me about it, you know, I'm a baby in the streets, but I know the streets though. Like, I know them junks. Like, I know how shit go down. So when a lot of these guys come on these platforms talking about, well, Pookie is responsible for this, and Pookie, man, look, most of the guys y'all talking about, they ain't Pookies. Like, they are extreme cases of poverty. They are extreme cases of, you know, single motherism. Like, they are extreme cases of things. Y'all tend to place this wide blanket on the Pookie and Ray Ray, and I'm just trying to get y'all to understand, bro, it's more to us than what y'all are trying to make it seem. You know what I mean? So my place in this is just being able to speak a language that, you know, some people might not understand, but I'm also like a day walker. Somebody called me that on Obsidian's channel. You know, day walker. You know, Blade, how he was half human, half vampire. So he could walk in the daytime, but the real vampires had to stay on the ground until night. I'm able to do both. I understand both sides. Like, I understand how lames get treated. I've been a part of treating lames like shit, bro. You know what I'm saying? So I understand it. But yeah, with all that being said, it's just like, there has to be a difference of a perspective, and there has to cease this idea that, you know, we're so separate. Yes, there is a need for distinction. Do not get me wrong, but some of the things that these brothers have with women, they place it on the feet. They place the blame on the back of Pookie and Ray Ray, and it's like, nah, we're gonna stop that shit today over here, because I can definitely tell you a bunch of guys that come from it that have made a change in their life, and they've had to defeat the odds, and they have defeated the odds. Me being one of them. I haven't completely defeated them, but I'm on my way out. You see what I'm saying? I've I've put myself in a position where I've made moves to elevate my life. And there's one point that I get tired of hearing the educated lames go through, is they talk about guys abandoning their children. Like, well, you chose this man if you ain't got no father. Look ladies, and look brothers, a lot of these situations, brothers are just doing what they can with that woman. They're not together anymore, but he's doing what he can for the kid, like myself included. Like, I pay almost $1,000 a month in child support. It used to be like $1,100 a month in child support. I got it down, but that lets you know I wasn't just no broke ass, nothing to do ass nigga, man. Like, I was getting to some money. I was making some moves out here, and I was pulled down. So when y'all talk this shit about brothers that, you know, are Pookies and Ray Rays or whatever you want to call them, you might want to you might want to start having conversations with them versus pitting yourself against them. And that goes for the Pookie and Ray Ray too. So I'm gonna wrap this thing up, bro, but I just really wanted to give brothers a chance to understand that, like, on this channel you can actually come over here and ask the questions that you want to ask and try to gain some understanding. And do not get me twisted. You come over here with this highfalutin bullshit, I'm gonna check you. I'm just gonna let you know now. They go for Obsidian. They go for, if Kevin Samuel was alive, they would go for him too. They would go for any man coming over here thinking you're better because you're in a different position. Because this is not what I represent. I don't represent foolishness, but I don't subscribe to the bourgeoisie bullshit. I don't subscribe to the boule bullshit. Like, either you a man or you a boy, you a woman or you a bitch. That's how I look at you. I don't really vary too much difference from that. So y'all make sure y'all hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, and I will be dropping more content. I think I'm gonna do a couple more videos out here, so you might see a couple more backgrounds like this. But yeah, man. It's just time that y'all understood that the Pookie is not gonna be y'all fucking scapegoat no more. And for the educated lane, y'all don't have to constantly be considered this less of a man because you're not a street nigga. I get it. You don't have to be a street nigga to be a man. I understand why y'all have y'all frustration too. That's why I can speak for y'all as well. So, you know, y'all come over here to the channel. I'm gonna start doing live shows and stuff like that. So we'll see if we can get going, man. But anyway, it's your guy 5100 CJ, aka the Pookie Hybrid. I'll catch y'all with the next video. You dig.